And we need to avoid something. And to get back to this O'Donnell thing, Republicans, we have a bad habit of tossing away seats that we don't think are winnable, or passing that off. The Democrats never do that. They never say that seat can't be won. They get involved and they fight for it, and we need to do the same. There's no seat we can't win in this country. Engage the enemy. We are so quick to surrender the battlefield sometimes, it drives me crazy. Fight them.
Go from contingency. Can I suggest that we're all going to vote this year, but as many of us that can vote absentee early, just in case something happens, and we get that vote out.
Something happened. What's going to
We're going to die between the time we put it.
All right. If you're concerned about that, or you're in failing health, Lynn St. Angelo has actually absentee ballots you can sign up right here. So if you're interested in that,
Jesse, even though early ballots make up a very large percentage of the vote, we find that at the polls, if we have people representing us at the polls, it dramatically changes the effect of that day's polling.
Yep.
We need people at the polls. And if anyone here wants to, check with his campaign, check with Frank's campaign, that would be me. Basically, we will have coverage at the polls, and we're going to cover every candidate.
What is that, Mom? Poll watchers are huge for us.
It's
huge for us.
I'm talking about the people outside the 70-foot mark.
I count those as poll watchers.
Okay,
The ones who are
there you go.
outside the 70 foot.
All right.
The one, just having a set of eyes there is important because, as we know, liberals are horrendously corrupt.
That'll be a great commercial in about a week and a half.
That's for you, Colin. Kippers is here recording it. That's a good guy, though. I'll tell you what, Colin is a really good guy. Don't judge him just because he works for a leftist.
I got a question. I'm a first-generation immigrant. We came here basically when I was younger.
Yes.
We followed all the rules. We applied for a green card. We got the green card. I applied for citizenship, got the passport. We followed all the processes and procedures.
Yes, sir.
It pisses me off watching all these assholes coming across the border, driving up my insurance rates, driving up my taxes, driving up everything. And yet we get the okay, Holder is suing us, and he won't do anything about the 200 plus sanctuary cities. What are you going to do about that?
Don't be so harsh. No, it's an embarrassment what we have right now. The world is upside down. They're trying to pass amnesty, and they're suing us for asking for a driver's license in this state. It's simply unbelievable. Look, what we can do about Eric Holder is vote out Barack Obama, because we're not going to do anything about him until then. It's his guy. But until then, there can be no amnesty. None. We cannot have amnesty in this country, and we have to put that. It's not enough to say no amnesty. We need to be saying it on the television set as well. Because guess what? They have CNN there too, and they watch it. And when they see these politicians start to talk about that, it makes life for our border patrol so much harder. You should hear these guys talk about it. As soon as a politician starts bringing up amnesty, they just start coming in droves, and it overwhelms them. Stop. Stop talking about it. There can be none.
What's the shape?
8?
I'm trying to carry crowd.
Oh, you mean LD, legislative. I live in LD 25. Yes, it's right across the highway with 26. Like in and out road. Right.
Eric Handler's UCut website where so often puts up 5 more.
I am. Would you give out that website, by the way? Do you know it? UCut.org, I believe it is. UCut.org. Eric Cantor, the minority whip right now, has the website out there putting up these wasteful government programs. And you can vote by text message if you want for which one you want to cut, that kind of thing. It's a really smart thing to get people aware of how much they're wasting our money.
Is it effective though in Congress? Or they
You can't do enough PR right now. It is a PR world. It's a PR country right now. We have a president with a paper-thin resume that believes the opposite of 80% of Americans who's our president because he's outstanding at PR. Because of Hope and Change and Facebook and email and text messaging. And we can't do enough of that right now. We need to embrace it all the way because that's how people are getting their news. So, yes.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
just the points you brought up in other places. When you're elected, how often are you coming back and the common people?
Yeah. The common.
You don't have a summer home in Houston, do you?
I think we need to clarify this here. I have one home, and we bought right before the bubble burst. I am so deep underwater, I need a submarine. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. And I'll be back often because this is where my wife and my boys are going to be. Okay. I'll be where my family is, and that'll be back here. And because I don't care for Washington, D.C. We're going there. That's where the problem is. You can't say I don't like it and not go there. We need people to go fight these people. But I want to be back here. I enjoy it back here much more. Although the crab cakes there are outstanding. Yes, ma'am. Well, study it, no. I've had a chance to go through it. I actually talked to Paul about it last week. I like a lot of it. You got some really great ideas.
Here's a chance for all the voters to get together, file a class action suit against Congress for lying to us.
I have to say, just to address that, they're talking about bringing all the steroid guys.